Dear sisters, I would like to keep my identity from the public, so you can call me Essie for now. I have been dating my boyfriend for some years now, and I must say he's a very good man. He treats me like a queen all the time. His mom has treated me like her own child ever since he introduced me to her, and I have a very beautiful and cordial relationship with her. I really love and respect her so much, but there is one thing I can't stand about her. My mother-in-law is always asking me for money behind closed doors. She did that 3 times when I was still schooling at the university, disregarding the fact that I'm a student who is actually also being taken care of. Sisters, my family is well-to-do, but nonetheless, I didn't expect her to be behaving in that manner towards someone in school. As I also don't understand why she doesn't want her own son to know about this. I make sure to give her presents, including money on anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, Easter, and even on normal days. I traveled to the UK for a project and I haven't returned to Ghana yet. Sisters, can you imagine my mother-in-law still asks me for some money, even though I'm currently in the UK? I don't understand this because her kids take very good care of her, and she is equally working and earns monthly salaries. I am very concerned about this behavior of hers. I have a strong urge to tell her son about this, but I don't know if I will ruin the relationship I have with her and cause problems between she and her son. But I don't know how long this will continue. And is this how it's going to be when I marry her son? Even though I like her, she's just calling her mother.
The whole time I thought they were married. Okay.
So basically, she'll be mother-in-law to be or something like that.
Oh,
even though I like her, I find this behavior of hers really disturbing. Sisters, what should I do? I really love my man, and I wouldn't want to lose him for anything. Please help me. Please help me.
First of all, she's not mother-in-law.
Yeah,
I
know, right?
She's prospective
mother-in-law. So the whole time I was thinking they were married.
Yeah.
So when I heard the last part, I was a bit taken aback.
But you shouldn't start something that you can't continue, or you will have a problem
She
with.
didn't start it. I think what she has done here is condone the behavior. Because first of all, I always tell people, you see this thing where you be in traffic and then you've not asked the person to come and clean your windshield. They pop up from nowhere and then grab. Then they are expecting money. I'm like, if I am called on set, it's because I've been called to be part of a project. I don't just go there and shake my nash and then say, oh, pay me, I've been part of the film. It doesn't work like that. I don't know why contractually you think you can come and do something that I've not asked you to come and do, and you expect to be paid for that. Now, secondly, even those who also beg in the street, we as Ghanaians and as a society have condoned it, and that's why it all perpetuates. From those who take drugs and they will be standing there around National Theatre begging for money, to all those people. And it's the same ideology here. If somebody asks you for something and you don't want to perpetuate a certain behavior, 1, 2, 3, third time you can say, oh, sorry, today I can't afford to help you. You don't even need to tell his son anything. I'm sorry, today I don't have enough to be able to help you. She comes again the second time and you do that. Third time, she'll come again. But if you continue giving, even at your own convenience, and you complain, you are the one perpetuating the habit, and it is not going to stop until you stop. If you starve the behavior, it will stop. But if you continue to feed the behavior, it will continue coming. It's as simple as that.
But do you think she should tell her son?
I don't think she should. I don't think she should. And the woman should have respected herself enough to not put herself in the situation where she's asking her son's girlfriend for money.
No wife.
I mean, come on, respect yourself. Ma, respect yourself.
But Olivia doesn't think so.
You know,
I think I would. And
you would tell the son.
I would tell the son, especially
I think
because
even if I'll say it casually.
I would tell the son. And depending on how mature he is to handle it will make a big difference. Because the thing is, if I intend to have them back on this journey because it's almost like I really need your mother's approval. You know, I need to be super daughter-in-law to be. So if I don't give your mother money, maybe she's going to tell her son.
Why?
You
know
know, is that how you would feel in a situation like that?
No, that's how she feels.
That's how she feels.
Because I don't think any girl should feel that way.
No, but I think that she doesn't want to step on her.
She doesn't want to lose her.
She doesn't want to lose her. And she's so in love. And usually when people are so in love, it's like, okay, love me, love my dog, love me. Like his mother is really sweet to her. She doesn't want to do anything. If she doesn't give her mother-in-law to be money, maybe she'll be upset.
Yeah.
And then she'll say bad things about me to her son and stuff. Usually when people are in love, you can't automatically assume that everybody thinks like in a particular pattern. Okay. Love makes people do all sorts of things, and she's desperately in love. So my thing is, I would tell my boyfriend. I'll tell my boyfriend in a way. However, how I tell him is what's very important. Yeah. So I could tell him in a way. I'll say, babe, you know what? I'm coming to tell you something. I don't want you to overreact. If you overreact, I won't tell you. I'm telling you this in confidence because if this relationship is going to the next step, I don't want to be able to keep anything from you, because 10 years down the line, you don't want to get married and then she'll be doing this and then you say, oh, but your mother, you know, when you get married, everybody is like, okay, fine, you are married, you get to know each other, and then you get upset with your husband, casual, our usual argument, like, but I've been giving your mother I've been giving your mother money since 2000, and you've been giving my mother's money since 2000. What are you talking about? My mother will never ask you for money. Well, go and ask her. Cut along. So this can even open some meaning. You didn't tell me. What other things are you keeping away from? So first things first. That's what relationships are for. Good times, bad times, not so bad times. This is a problem. And mother-in-law is not going anywhere until she dies. She's going to be there with the grandkids. So nip it in the bud immediately. Say, babe, Charlie, I don't want you to be upset. I love mommy so much, but she's been asking me for money, and I don't mind giving her. I've given her, but I'm just a little uncomfortable with how things are going. How best do you think we can handle this together? Do you understand? And then he'll say, okay, you know what, I'll talk to mommy, or no, then she'll probably say, oh, no, I don't want mommy. So then he can tell you, okay, when she asks you, tell her that, you know, you don't have it for now, and then let's see how it goes. But at the end of the day, that's why I always feel like two heads are better than one. You're going to embark on a journey of relationship. Be open, tell him this is, and solve it together. And it's all little steps as to how both of you deal with challenges along the way. I would be open.
Then I think from the get-go, the first time she asked, if we should be very honest with ourselves and very open. Then the very first time the woman asked, even if you decide on giving her, just let the man know.
Yeah.
But to not say anything, and then maybe on the third count or fourth count, you are now going to say, your mom has been asking me for money and everything. I think it still makes it a bit complicated. So then if we are being open, then we might as well say from the get-go, the first time, oh, mommy asked me for this and I've sent it to her. Right. Let him know.
Rosie?
Okay, it's the lady who sent this in. So I'll say this. You see, you're not married to the man yet. I'm not comfortable with this overly closeness with your mother-in-law or your in-laws. Yeah. Now, a lot of ladies make that mistake that when you want to keep the man, then you see they go to the extent of even going to their mother-in-law's homes to wash, to clean, to show that their material 1,500 years. You understand? So it's like sometimes there are a lot of women who are caught up in this web. Now, you get what you allow. So when you do that too quickly and you're all in it, that is the response you are getting. The woman knows that her validation is important to you. So now she can also use that to get something from you. It's important that you keep a healthy distance from your, like it should be respectable. When you meet at functions, if for one reason you and your boyfriend go to visit his in-laws, be courteous, be nice, be respectful. But this whole thing where you have some side issues with your prospective mother-in-law, not your mother-in-law, it's a bit too much. There was a story of this lady, when she was dating the guy, she used to, anytime she goes, she buys yams, plantain and things, coming to her mother-in-law, and she kept doing the whole works. Now they are married, and then a year down the line, she stopped taking those things to the mother-in-law. And the mother-in-law started complaining, and Nancy, oh, Nancy, oh, you're not me fine. You know, and the thing is because you started something you know you cannot keep up with. Me personally, this is what I think, especially because she's a prospective mother-in-law. The first time she asked you for money, you could have said, okay, ma, let's send the amount. Especially because you're not even in town. Speak to your boyfriend that, oh, your mom called me today and asked me for something, but you know where I am, I don't have enough for me, so can you send it to her on my behalf? You're not reporting. Can you send it to her on my behalf? Now, that will give the son signal that,
your mom is...
The mom has come to ask you for something. So you're not being disrespectful. That's why it's your mom asking me. No. You tell your boyfriend that, look, your mom, I called your mom to check on her. And she made a passing comment that, I should send her something small. And I just want to. So can you please send her something on my behalf and tell her it's from us or from me? Now, the moment your mother-in-law knows that the son was the one who sent it to you from you, now the signal it sends her is that the two of you communicate. Because the moment your mother-in-law tells you, don't tell my son, then you two, you are standing with your mother-in-law not to tell the son, then you are conniving.
Why are you married?
In future, that same attitude or that same character that she's applauding today will be the very one that will be used against you. The fact that you can do things behind the man's back because you're not there yet. Because listen, no marriage is guaranteed. Even marriages that they've done the knocking, they've even done the engagement, sometimes fall by the roadside. Do you understand? Even wedding, crying on the day of the wedding, because like a match cry, there could be a change of heart. There's this video I watched where they were at the wedding, they asked the lady said, I do. They asked the man said, he doesn't think he can do it. And the lady said, okay, fine, all right, no problem. Then she turned around and walked away. You know, so which means that even at the altar, things can happen. And somebody can even go through the whole process and just not consummate it and say, because it's not consummated, the marriage is annulled. There are so many things that can happen. So at the end of the day, listen, you have not, why are you, how do you say it? Why are you robbing when you have not been given? It's like you say you're robbing. You're like you are in church. There's a choir singing. You're not part of the choir, but you have robbed.
Right.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So my take is that look, mother-in-laws, if you want to be a respected daughter-in-law, there should be a healthy distance between you and your in-laws. There should be some healthy boundaries. Respect them by all means. Value them. And if it's an anniversary, you want to do something, do it. I will do it when I'm married. Not when I'm... Worst case scenario, if my boyfriend is going to visit the mom on her bed and I'm with her, oh, ma, happy birthday. Oh, ma, happy new year. I feel say, and that's the end of it. You understand? Then once you are done with that, then you move on. When you are finally married, then you and the husband can get together and plan something. Because when the two of you are joined, your finances and everything, you can now plan something for your in-laws both ways. So back then, what happens when it's December, my husband and I will sit down and whatever thing we get, we split it into two. Then we take one to my mom and go and give one to his mom. Then both of them will have similar things coming from both of us. And it's a done deal. You understand? So this thing where you are not yet a wife, but you are playing the role so hard, save yourself some stress.
Here's the thing for me. Even if you become a wife and you've been married to that man for 10 years, it is not your job to be giving her money. No. It is not your job. You can't do it if you want to, but to the point where it makes you uncomfortable. No,
yeah, that's a problem.
No. And sometimes when you start it,
very condone.
And sometimes
you know,
and if you don't do it, and once a while, let's say you don't do that,
salary,
and once in a while you do that. She would value it because it's a once a while thing. But now that you are doing it, now the day that you say no, then you become a bad person.
The woman is also not empathetic because she took money from you when you were in school. She knows that you are not independent. She knows that you're not working. So why is she doing that?
I think it's usually some African parents kind of thing, because there are some cultures that see daughters as investments. You understand? Investment. Oh, if I have a lot of daughters, when I'm marrying them, I will get a lot of things. That's the mentality in the man's head. Their fathers usually. And some cultures, they see your sons' wives. They see their sons' wives as, oh, assets. She's coming to help me now. She's coming to do this for me. She's coming to be the one that will speak on my behalf, you know, on my son. So I think it's that kind of mentality. And these people forget that they were once young like us. They were once, boys and girls. That's the thing.
Even though she didn't write the letter, I think I am craving or itching to speak about this. Mother-in-laws, I don't know. Some mother-in-laws should learn to respect themselves. Come on now. I think she was taking advantage of the fact that she knows that the girl is from a good home.
Yes,
because she mentioned that in the letter.
She's well to do.
Don't be opportunists in people's lives. And the more you position yourself in this way, the more you are making this girl lose respect for your son.
True.
Because she's thinking about it that this guy that I love so much, this is how his mother is behaving. It's not looking good on your son that you're such an opportunist. And then also, why are you asking your daughter-in-law to be for money, even if it's your daughter-in-law? It's still wrong. Just unfortunate.
All right, so we have some messages here from Facebook. Frankie Darling says, your hesitation to deny her or tell her son is foiling her behavior.
True.
Yeah. Until you decide
100%.
to take a stance, be ready to endure her behavior. David Mensah says, my dear sister, for me, my advice to you is to stop what you can't start. But you can't end it, okay? But you can end it, okay?
Yeah.
And Nanan Shroma says, if she asks me money, you can choose to give her or ignore. It's not compulsory to be giving her money all the time. Let her know that you are not in charge of your finances anymore and that your husband is in charge. Well, they're not married yet. And Ellie Blim says, it's very simple. Stop giving her money whenever she asks you.
Yeah.
Vivian,
stop.
one day you should also ask her money.
True.
And tell her things have become really bad
That's
for
what
you
I'm
to
gonna
hear what her
Also
reaction
complain, so that-
will be. And we have another one here. Collins Wilson says, in fact, this is not a problem to be worried about. My dear madam, stop what you can't continue doing. I don't know how your boyfriend reacted with this issue. I would have told you to tell him, but he should act as if he hasn't heard it from you. So that when you stop and she begins to misbehave to you, your boyfriend will not be shocked of you hiding things from him. Use these properties of assertive behavior to stand with the issues. And assertive behavior is a style of communication that is direct, honest, and respectful. And he also puts some keys of assertive behavior: confidence, clear boundaries, direct communication, respectful tone, active listening, not aggressive, open to feedback and self-expression, and also emotional intelligence and also problem solving.
All this before you get married. What happens after?
Yes. No, I think I agree with him. It's really important that she should stop what she's doing and also let him know.
Yeah.
Because if you don't let him know, it's gonna be bad in the future. But on that note, I want to say a very big thank you to you, sisters. I mean, it's been really nice having you on the show. What would I do without you? And what would you do without you?
You're getting emotional.
Yeah. So thank you so much, sisters. Guys, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I will share my final thoughts. Welcome back. If you just joined us, this is Sister, and we have had a very great conversation. We actually looked at 2 letters that you sent to us, and if you want to send any message to us, all you need to do is send the messages via sisterislive@gmail.com, and then we will get to read your story right here on air. And like I said, we saw 2 stories. Now it's time for me to share what I think about these stories. And before I do that, thank you to each and everyone that trusted us to read out their stories here on air. You are actually very courageous to do that. And I hope everything that the sisters have said can help you navigate your problems. Now, let's check out the story of the first writer. The lady that had been married for 10 years, but she feels like she's a bit confused right now because she's been going through a series of verbal assault or verbal abuse, and it's something that gets her so mad, and she has kids involved with this person, and it's been going on for a while now, and a little bit confused. All I can say is there's really nothing to be confused about at this point. I think you need to take a break from this person. If you have tried everything, like talking to him, and it's not working, you have made people that, he kind of talk to him to, and it's still not working, this is still going on, I just want you to know that verbal abuse can actually cause more damage than, sometimes the physical abuse. All of them are bad, but it can cause more damage because it's going to affect you emotionally, because it's going to affect you psychologically, it's going to affect your well-being in total, and it's also going to affect you mentally. And when all these things are not working, you are losing yourself completely. You can actually fall sick. You can actually be in a certain space that you wouldn't want to be. It will actually throw your life off. You can't be an angry person always. These are some of the things that we do not talk about. You cannot walk around just being an angry, bitter person because of one person. Like, if stress can cause you to lose your life, if stress can affect your reproductive system, if stress can affect your cognitive side, what do you think anger will be doing? Well, you just need to make up your mind right now. Take a break from this person, right? Just take a break from him and then try to, heal. Try to probably go to a therapist or a counselor or something. But the most important thing is to take a break, because this is going to continue and the kids are watching you. This is not a good example for the kids, no, because whatever kids see is what they will learn. You don't want your son to become abusive. You don't want your daughter to become that person that will be enduring. Her name is not endurance. No. We need to stop these things. Do you understand? And then the second one about lady dating boyfriend, and then mother of boyfriend is asking her money. First of all, you guys are not yet married, so let's stop this thing of calling her mother-in-law. It doesn't work like that. You can even have 1,000 yards of wife material, you will still not be the one chosen. Until it happens, then you can call her a mother-in-law. But for now, it's just your boyfriend's mother. I don't think it's right for your boyfriend's mother to be asking you money. And obviously you started it. You actually have condoned this behavior. And so that's what it's empowering her to keep asking you money. I think it's time you should open up to your man. If you really love this man, let him know this is what has been going on. And, probably let him know that, I can't do it again. And I'm just shy, or maybe I don't want to let her down. And that's why I haven't told you. But it's time to open up. But if you can't, I think you should also use one of the advice, one of the comments said, ask her in return. It's like a reverse psychology thing. I think you should also ask her, Ma, you know what? Can I have some money from you too? And then let's see what she says. Once she realizes that now you are the one asking, maybe she will stop asking you. But that's it from me, guys. And I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Sister Sister. Very big thank you to our sponsors, Gino and also Cindy Rice. My name is Chris Carter, and this has been Sister Sister. See you next week.